Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, Ron here at Ablesys. Welcome to the webinar. We'll take a look at the charts and I'll show you where you buy and sell, where you put your stop loss when you're looking at your charts. Having a really good week this week, the last 2 days, yesterday and today. Intraday trading, if you like to trade E-minis, we like the E-mini NASDAQ because it's got volatility and it's fairly smooth. It has trends, which is the key to, of course, to somewhat easy trading, although nothing's easy, that's for sure. But if you can trade the signals and kind of almost be like robotic and not trade your emotions, meaning we try not to think, we just act on the signals. They're very black and white, very clear cut. There's no guesswork like with other indicators. It's just, it is or it isn't to trade, yes or no. And we combine multiple time frames into one chart. So it's very low risk because we've got multiple time frames agreeing, or it's a no trade. So we keep it simple and it's low risk, although they'll definitely be losing trades. That's for sure. There's no perfect system or magic 8 ball out there. That's not going to happen. I mean, that's fantasy world. But it really works well. And we had having a couple of really good days here the last 2 days. Signals have really been nice, really picking up the moves very nicely, as they have for the past couple of years. So it's, that's why we've been here for 20 years. But let's jump in and take a look. This is a daily, weekly stock chart because AbleTrend works exactly the same, just as well for stock. Just as many people who trade options or swing trade or even do longer term. This is a daily, weekly for a little bit of a longer term trade. I picked this one off a win tick, so that's why I want to show this one. We got a brand new buy signal coming in. But if you like to swing trade, we'd use a little shorter time frame than daily, weekly. We'd use a 2-hour and a daily combination. That works really well for swing trading. In the trade maybe about a week or so. Again, 120 minutes, which is 2-hour daily combination. And that's what really works so well with AbleTrend is the combination of the time frames into one chart. And all it is color coded. The colors just have to be the same as far as the dots and the X's, and I'll explain that. The dots, like for example, these red dots is resistance. It's above the price and it kind of helps to block it or stop it from going higher. The blue dots are support. They stop or block the prices from going lower. So we just want to make sure the colors agree. Red bar, and the first time they agree. Now the X's only come in once a week, so you don't have an X above every price bar. But even if it's a couple days before, perfectly fine. So we've got a red X, a red dot, and a red bar. Well, that's triple confirmation. That means you got the odds really stacked there in our favor. So it's a low risk trade. Down it went very nicely until we were out over here, because the stop loss goes at the second higher row of red dots above the price. For example, when the price is here, there's the red dot. There's the red dot. These red dots are this level horizontal row of dots is slightly higher. So that's where we put the stop loss. So we start to stop up here and just keep putting it lower and lower, a little bit above the price, and that's how we manage our risk. I want to show you here, we've got a triple confirmation buy signal. Blue X, so we've had the blue X's for weeks now. So there's nice support, and it means it's in an uptrend. Anything blue means uptrend. So we got blue X, blue dot, and blue bar. Triple confirmation. We want blue, lots of blue when we're buying. When we're shorting or buying puts, we want all red. So I had a new sell signal, a buy signal come in here about 55.50. You're a couple of days ago, you're at 56.06, just slightly higher. And there's where the stop loss goes. There's the blue dots under the price. We put it at the second previous lower row or horizontal level of dots. So stops at 54.5. Technically, we got in about 55.5, but you're at 56 right now. You only have $1.50 at risk on $56 stock. That's like 2%. That's a really low risk trade. So we love those low risk trades when the odds are stacked in our favor. So Rio, this is one you might want to keep an eye on for a stock trade. And I picked this up a win tick. Win tick scans the market every night and looks for all the new buy signals and all the new sell signals that day. So we keep it simple, and Wintic does all the work for us. Tells us which ones to trade. So stocks work really well. And of course, the most popular, thing that traders like to do is day trade, and that's what they call us about. And we definitely got the right software program that's been working well for years. But again, it's going to be losing days, going to be losing trades. You got to grind it out. I mean, to be successful at it, you just got to grind it out. Nobody knows when a big move's going to come in. So, we average about 8 trades a day on the intraday. And yesterday and today, 2 real good days, especially yesterday. Wow, yesterday's a super day. This is pre-market, but it's the same rules. Blue bar, blue dot, blue X, just like we did before. And this thing shot up like a rocket until we'd be out over there. But that's pre-market. We don't like to trade pre-market, but some people do. Perfectly fine if you do. But the point is, I want to show you what to look for on the chart, so that you understand what you're looking for. You understand when to buy and sell and where to put your stop. And that's nothing more important than that. Triple confirmation at the open. I'm on Eastern, so it's the left 931, 932 right here. Started to go down real nice, but then it popped up. There's our 2 green bars, and then we would exit right there. When you get 2 green bars in a row, after you have to be in profit, at this point, we're in profit about 15 points. We only wound up making about 5 points on that one because it shot up really quick, as it sometimes does that first hour. But the first and last 2 hours are by far the best times to trade. I mean, really, really good times to trade. If you only wanted to trade, you only had a certain amount of time to trade, those would be by far the best times to trade. But when you get 2 greens in a row, it's kind of a heads up telling us, it's getting a little weak. So we put the stop loss we bring the stop, which was here, second higher row of small red dots above the price. We brought it down from here, which is about break even, down to here. So we wound up, made a little bit of money on that trade. Nobody's going to nail it perfect. That's impossible. Just grab the bulk of these trends and trades. You'll do just fine. That's a classic no trade zone, and it just went sideways. It chopped around, down, up, down, up, down, up. Ay, ay, ay. You drive nuts. I mean, there's no way you can win. Nobody can win during a choppy period like that. We couldn't either. That's why we have a no trade zone. That's what makes it so different than every other indicator. All indicators, when it's going straight up or down, just about all of them are going to, pick up an easy trend like that. What makes Able Trend special, the value you see in Able Trend versus everything else, is when the market's sideways and choppy. That's where you see it, because half the time we're not trading at that time. The software recognizes this classic no trade zone. It's real simple. We never buy if there's red X's or red dots above. Well, that's easy enough. We never go short if there's blue X's or blue dots below. Well, that's all it is. That's all it is. Yeah, that's all it is. But you have to have triple confirmation. The first time, like right here, you've got triple confirmation. In fact, you got quadruple. The smaller X's are the 2 minute. The bigger X's are the 3 minute. The dots are the 1 minute. We just want everything to be blue. Keep it simple. That's it. So we had a really nice buy signal here. And obviously that went up. And that was a good winner right there. There's our 2 greens after we're already in profit. They say, well, you had 2 greens here. Oh, yeah, you're only up like 5 points. Let's get 8, 10 points before we're going to use the 2 green bars. By the way, the stop goes 1 point below the bottom of the blue bar. Now, if you can put it below the blue dot, that's even better, because the dot is a wall of support that's going to block it from going lower. So that's an even better place. But if you feel it's a little too far, just put it 1 point below the bottom of the blue bar, triple confirmation bar. So finally, we got 2 greens way up here. Had 2 greens here, but put the stop below, never hit it. I'll zoom in a little closer. There's 2 more greens, and we'd be stopped out on the next bar right there at 88. Now we got in at 74. I mean, that's $280 or 14 points per 1 contract, just per lot. That was a nice little trade right there. Now you say, when do I get back in? Well, we'd be looking for a sweet spot. Sweet spot's a pullback back down to the blue dots, bounces off of it, the bars go from green back to blue. And the tick chart, which is my chart right here, which is a much faster chart than the 1 minute, has to already be on a buy signal to take the trade. But no, nothing going on there, nothing going on. No trade zone here, obviously. Any red and blue together means no trade. There's a losing trade. Got to be fair about it. Only lost 5 points, but we would have been stopped out 2 bars later. It's not going to, nothing's perfect, but still up, doing well for the day. Obviously a no trade zone here, nothing but red and blue mix. Nice short trade here. I'm going to short it at 78. Down here we got 2 greens. It's only like 7 or 8 points. I mean, that's fine. If you took it, if you used a 2 green bar stop, you'd be out over there, and it's the same thing. We'd be out over there. I picked up about 5 points on that trade. Okay, now we're in the dead zone, and when the VIX is under 14, I suggest not trading during the dead zone, 12:30 to 2 o'clock Eastern. 12:30 to 2 Eastern, which is 3 hours ahead of Pacific. They're in the dead zone between, at that time, when the VIX is under 14, and my market's real sideways, choppy. There's not much going on. And then we're out of the dead zone right about in there. We go short. We'd be stopped out there, so we'd have lost a little bit on that trade. Let's see if the sweet spot, we might be back in on this sweet spot at 1433. Yes, we are. 1433 is all red in here. So we're back in again on the sweet spot. And, we pick up a point or 2 on that one. But here's the killer trade. Yesterday and today, if you watch these webinars, my favorite time to trade is the first and last 2 hours. And if you want to even narrow it down even more, the first hour and the last hour. I mean, you never want to miss that. You miss it. You never want to miss the first and last hour. Ideally, the first and last 2 hours. But you never want to miss the first and last hour to be successful, if you're a serious trader. A beautiful triple confirmation sell signal right there, and that just thing went down like a boy, just fell off the edge of a cliff there. All right, here's your 2 greens. Start the stop here. Keep moving the stops lower. Eventually, the stop is here. Here's your 2 greens. Oh, I want to move this stop closer. Oh, I'll lock in this profit here. I got like $300 into this trade in 15 minutes using able trend signals, and we'd be stopped out right there. Because the stop goes 1 point above the top of this green bar, and a couple bars later, we'd be taken out. We picked up another 300 per lot, per 1 lot, 300 per lot. So that worked out nice, and that's the end of the day. Yesterday was a really good day. But today was good too. A couple $100 for sure, at least. But look at yesterday at the last half hour. I mean, just classic, perfect. I mean, textbook case. By the way, 5-point loser before that. I make sure I point out the losers too. It's not one way here. It's all about real life trading. But after losing 5 points on the trade before, we killed them on the next trade. Triple confirmation. I mean, that chart is just screaming at me and you to sell it short. Down it went right into the close. Right here is about 4 o'clock Eastern, which is 1 Pacific. 57 to 77. That's 20 points in the last half an hour. That's a $400 winner. Able Trend gave me, you, and everybody who's just taking the signals, being robotic, not trading their emotions, trading the charts, being disciplined, and taking the trades. About 8 a day is what it averages. So just keep it simple. So, easier said than done for some people, and I totally understand it. It's not for everyone, day trading. But if you are, you won't do better than Able Trend. It's really, really helpful. That's a nice $400 winner Able Trend gave us all, and you, me, and everyone who simply traded the chart. ES works just as well. We're big fans of NQ because there's more volatility. ES is kind of flat. And then you got like crude oil and gold. Boy, that's really tough to trade. Make it easy on yourself. You like NQ and the Russell. Those are real good. ES, yeah, the chart looks very similar to the NQ. just that it's a little choppier and it's a little less movement. So less movement means less opportunities. But yeah, ES, great day yesterday and today. The charts, are the settings the same on the tick chart? Yep, except it's 233 and 500 we use for NQ. But yeah, same ES. Settings are simple, Dave. Just Able Trend TS. That's it. One indicator is all we use. That's what works the best. Michael Z's asking when we roll the contracts, and that would be the second Thursday. Thursday, Michael. Usually the second Thursday or Friday of the second Thursday of the week of the month. So a couple of weeks, usually have to, couple of weeks, have to, usually middle of the month. So end of this week. Does the price bar paint right away? Yes, it does. And we don't take the trade until the bar finishes, because once this bar closes, it's final. It will never, ever change again. I mean, that's cheating. You can't change the colors of the bar. Anybody could tell you after it happened what you should have done. I mean, I'd never lose a trade. That would be just flat out deceiving the public or anybody using it. So yeah, of course, the bar's closed. Once the bar finishes, that's why you wait for that 1 minute bar to close. It will never, ever change again. All right, thanks for being here, everyone. I hope this was helpful, and have a good night.